Good afternoon and welcome to my weekly 10 show. So it's a lovely day today, so I hope you're going to have a great weekend, and Watford beat Luton and we all have a great weekend. But anyway, on to the subject matter. Okay, so there is no truth in the future. That's what we're talking about today. Okay, so what do I mean by that? There is no truth in the future. What does that mean? So it hasn't actually happened yet, the future. So fear is a huge factor in preventing us from successfully manoeuvring through life. Any sort of transition in life, any sort of change in life, anything really. It's the one main thing that prevents us moving forward and making choices or decisions that push us, move us forward with life. So we imagine what can happen instead of what is actually currently happening. Okay, so that's essentially what fear is. Now, from a personal perspective, I was sitting here earlier thinking about what fears did I have. Now, the main thing that pops into my mind is when I think about what I was fearful of is when I went to prison, I was fearful of losing a loved one, which is normal. That's probably one of the most common fears, actually, for most people in that situation. So when I went through what I did, which I've spoken about many times, and I lost all my family, all my fears were basically realised, and it created a situation where I realised that what I was fearful of wasn't really what really happened. So I was fearful of the losses, yes. I was fearful of not being able to cope. I was fearful that if I lost my family and if I lost my loved ones, then my life would be over, basically, and that nothing would ever be the same. And that's true to an extent. Things aren't the same, but I'm coping. I'm doing well. I'm all right. So my fears never really came to fruition because what I actually did fear never happened. Okay, so our fears tend to be created through learned experiences, often as a result of an assumption of what may happen. So we tell ourselves something that we've learned or something that we think we know is going to happen in the future. So if we're fearful of making a certain choice, we're telling ourselves that this is going to happen and therefore we shouldn't do that. Or, you know, whatever we fear is going to definitely happen no matter what. In my case, if my fears came true, I would probably be homeless by now. I'd be, you know, I wouldn't be doing anything. I'd probably be dead. So your fears are a figment of your imagination, essentially, in that sense. So they're created by assumptions. Now, when I mean, in line with what I've been talking about in previous weeks, we're talking about the mastery of your mindset. So when we talk about mastering your mindset, a mastery orientation is when you believe that all outcomes, no matter what the outcome is, good or perceived bad, are beneficial to you. Okay, so no matter what happens in life, now things happen in life. Life's not easy. There's going to be lots of things that don't happen the way we want them to happen, but you can't avoid that. So when you see things with a mastery orientation, we understand that whatever happens in life, we can cope with it, we can deal with it, and we learn from it, and we grow from it. So it's often the circumstances that are the most difficult that actually help us the most. In various different ways, understanding ourselves, you know, giving us new knowledge that we didn't have before, understanding what we can and can't cope with, you know. So before I lost my family, I was scared of losing them because I thought I couldn't cope, and I've proved that not to be true now. So don't get me wrong, I'd have them back in a minute, but the truth of the matter is that's reality, that's life. So when you conjure up these imaginary scenarios in our head, we create a fear-based scenario where we hold ourselves back from doing whatever it is, and that essentially prevents us from mastering ourselves and living life the way we really want to live, and creating the things that we really want to do. So when we have that mastery orientation and we're focused on anything being beneficial, good, perceived bad, anything, we can accept any future, because you know that you can act confidently, and you will be excited about the future. You would be excited about any possibility, because you know you're going to get something out of it, and you're going to actually grow from it or learn from it and move forward with it. So and from learning and growing and understanding and becoming fearless in any situation. And let's face it, when your fears like losing your family have been realised, what else is there to be fearful of? There's nothing. I mean, there's really nothing. So what that does, it breeds confidence. It breeds various other things, but confidence being one of the main things. So when you think about what do people fear, some of the common things: failure, success, embarrassment, performing badly and looking foolish in front of people, making mistakes, losing someone or someone close to you, aging, you know, all of these things are things we fear, and they stop us actually moving forward, making decisions, making choices, and actually furthering our life in the way that we actually want to move forward with life. So understanding how we can become fearless in any circumstance by seeing it as an opportunity of growth rather than an issue, that something that's being done to us that's holding us back, we then enable ourselves to be confident and able to learn and grow from whatever the situation is. And fearlessness really is a state of absolute freedom. It's a state of being, and it allows you to be highly intuitive, powerful, highly energized, connected, authentic, present in the moment. So when you're actually present in the moment, fear just doesn't exist. Worries do not exist, because you're in the moment. You're living now. You're not living in your head somewhere that doesn't exist, which is what worries are. They don't exist. They're figments of your imagination. We create these scenarios which don't happen. 90% of the time they don't happen. So and that's what fear is. It's fear is telling us something that's going to happen, and it 9 times out of 10 doesn't happen. So you're able to perform in anything without worrying. So you can you go through life doing whatever task without saying to yourself, oh, I better not do that because, oh, that might go wrong. Because so what? If something goes wrong, you know you can cope with it, you can deal with it, so what? So being able to become fearless is one of the key principles of mastery when we're looking to master our own mindset and create the success in life that we really want. Okay, so there's no need to worry when you're fearless, because you're whether you're going to perform well or not, because you know that whatever happens, you're moving forward. So literally learning how to be present in the moment is key to stopping your worries, stopping all your thoughts about the past, and actually living life right now without any of those things that scare you or worry you or hold you back or keep us stood still in life. And you know, one of the issues that I have with, well, not issues, one of the scenarios I have with clients signing up for my new Turning Point challenge is exactly this: is people are in a level 1 victim mindset, and it's very difficult for them to move forward and come out of that because they're fearful of whatever might happen. And breaking through that barrier is the first thing we really need to do when we move forward and start working on our mind and creating a mastery mindset. So I want to tell you about my Turning Point challenge. I've got 2 or 3 places left, and if you it starts Monday. It's a 4-week course. It lasts every other week. The details are going to be in the box below, so have a look there. Signing up, registrations are still happening now, so you've still got time to sign up if you want to take part. Have a look at that. It's a great course, and you really will take a lot from it. So don't take my word for it. Get involved, and you'll see for yourself. So furthermore, also, if you want to sign up for my weekly newsletter, I'll leave the details for that in the box as well. So have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to have a great weekend. Watford are going to beat Luton. Don't hold me to that, but we're going to and we're going to gain promotion. So happy days. Everyone's happy, and enjoy your weekend. Bye.